Hello and welcome to just a very short tutorial on how to create a really simple program in Lightning Lab for Sphero. Now, I haven't got my iPad connected to a Sphero, but that doesn't really matter too much. Even if yours is, excellent, because you'll be able to test it. So I've gone into the app Lightning Lab and I have signed in. I've got an account. If you don't, you can just use guest user. It doesn't really matter. Across the bottom, I'm going to tap programs. Of course, I've got lots of programs sitting in there. You'll probably have none. In the bottom right hand corner is a little plus in a green circle, and I'll tap that. This is to create a new program. So for this, I might call it program 1. Just to give it some simple name. You can do something similar, and I'll hit save. Now, for you that have used Scratch before, you'll be familiar with all the different categories of code, and they're all down the bottom: actions, controls, operators, and so on. There's all different bits and pieces which you'll get to play with over time. But for now, all we want to do is create something simple. We can see straight away at the top middle there is a start button, and to the left it says on start program. So all I want to do is something simple like have a role. So I'll put a role program in there. By the way, if you don't want a program, I can tap it and drag it up into the red section at the top, and that will just bin it. So for my role, I've got 3 parameters. How long do I want the Sphero to roll for? Say 3 seconds. The speed, maybe half speed. And then the direction, and the direction's a really interesting one because the direction is set from the very start, from when you aim it. So for me, I've got this set to 0 degrees, which means it will always head 0 degrees, straight ahead away from me. So I'll tap that. So if I wanted to do that right now, if I hit run or start, it's going to run for 3 seconds at half speed, straight ahead. Given that you now can do a roll, have a think about maybe using, say, look, just for a bit of fun, we could set a color. We could, change it to red. I can get it to play a sound. It could play an animal sound of an alligator. Why not? Then you might want to start getting a little bit trickier and thinking, okay, can I use some things like set speed, set heading, how can I use roll? And there is one other really useful one, which is delay, and it's in the controls tab. You see, after every time Sphero does a roll and then you want to change its direction, sometimes you want to just get it to stop. And then after the stop, you need it to just delay. Just let it wait for a second, maybe 1 or 2 seconds, before you then do another roll. So the delay just helps because it's a ball, it'll want to roll. It will help it stop. It'll help it just settle so that it can turn and move to a different direction. So using delay for Sphero is really, really, really useful, and I highly recommend it as much as possible. Have a play. All it is just to experiment, have a little bit of a play, see what you can do, see how you can make it roll. Can you get it to roll to one place and come back? Can you get it to roll in a square? Can you get it to roll in a triangle? That's even harder. Have a go. Good luck.